I'm going to show you how to basically completely automate your marketing efforts. I'm going to show you one of the most powerful things you can do nowadays when it comes to creating content, when it comes to do ads, when it comes to understand your customers. So I'm skipping the introduction and just let's start. So what you see here is search terms. Search terms from a campaign. It's a mold removal service, a mold removal professional, and you see here basically everything that customers are looking for. And for example, you see remove mold in the bathroom. You see the CTR is quite high. This campaign is already kind of evolved, so you can see that the keywords are already there. There's not just generic keywords, but already exact matches. So this exact phrase that I want customers to type and get to my ad. But you see here there's one mold removal broad keyword here that is actually driving something like remove mold in the bathroom. So good thing about Google Ads is that most of the time, if you have broad keywords, you can drive traffic. They can drive a traffic that is not exactly what you expect. So search terms that maybe you don't expect. That's why it's important also to have negative keywords, but we can talk about this in some other video. But you get what users are looking for. So what happens here, I get remove mold in the bathroom. And I didn't think of that. So I can create piece of content. I can even create ads. I can create landing pages exactly on this thing. But I don't want to talk about a specific term now. What I want to talk about is the generic approach you should have with this. So you can do what I'm going to describe every week, every month, depending on the amount of traffic. Mostly it's something you do every 3 weeks or once a month or something like that, because probably you don't have this much traffic. If you have a lot of traffic, then it's worth doing that more often, and you can automate that as well. We can look into this. So what you do is you go to your search terms on Google Ads, you download them, and you basically get some kind of you can have Google Sheet, CSV, or whatever. So what you do with that, you go into ChatGPT or whatever, and you say, okay, wonderful, I want some thematic ad groups. So create me ad groups based on the theme of this keyword. So you probably have tons of search terms, and doing this manually is a disaster, right? And even do this with some kind of semantic approach and whatever, that is actually what ChatGPT does, but you can just upload the freaking CSV on ChatGPT and let ChatGPT find the groups for you. And what you get will be something like this, right? So you will have an ad group for black mold, one for the apartment mold, one for health, one for prevention, general, whatever, mold types, and so forth. This approach, of course, can be sort of fine-tuned. You can tell exactly what you want, so you will learn how to kind of fine-tune and deal with this in a better way. But this approach is okay for now. And for each ad group, basically, ChatGPT is telling you which keywords are in that specific ad group and what to do with that. So I take one of these ad groups, and you see here I have a ton, so many potential piece of contents, right? So I have window joints, I have leather, I have chlorine, I have silicone joints, I have garage, I have facade above the window, I have garage ceiling, I have denatured alcohol, I have wallpapers, I have products like Draxus, Vimosa, I have questions, can a painter remove mold, cupboard, and so forth. So here is a gold mine. So each and every one of these keywords can be a piece of content, can be an ad, can be an ad group in the ads, and so forth. But the thing is how to write articles or to write anything about this. Well, luckily we have a solution, right? So we can use now ChatGPT, or in this case, I'm asking Perplexity to build that. Perplexity is a bit better in writing articles. I think it has a better touch and also can research the internet better than ChatGPT in this very moment. So I'm using Perplexity. You can use the Pro version. It's paid and is a bit better because it goes deeper. It asks questions about what you want to achieve and so forth. One very important thing, and this is one of the tricks, when you build this type of content, you need to follow the SEO rules. So you ask Perplexity to build an article that is 2000 words, that is SEO optimized, so with the titles H1, H2, and so forth. And this will be done automatically. But you can take care already of something like internal linking. So it's very important that when you build a blog, all your articles are kind of interconnected. So if you have a list of articles or posts that you already posted. In this case, I simplified a lot with this list you can see here. So I just linked 3 fake articles, but first of all, you can automate the making of this sheet. Every time you open or you create a new post, you can add the record here. Everything here can be automated. Right now, I'm just in a semi-automatic fashion. But it's important you provide this CSV with the links to Perplexity and ask, okay, create me the article, but also link some articles already from my blog. And imagine you will have hundreds of these articles, and Perplexity is able to understand which one or those that are more appropriate to link, so thematically and semantically and so forth. So you do this, and Perplexity will ask you some questions and so forth, but eventually it will create an article that is very nicely done with list and so forth, all the things that are very, very good with SEO. You can of course work in these articles if you want to put a bit of touch and so forth, but they are kind of good. Of course, we still don't know how Google will take care of this for SEO optimization, but in our case, especially if we're focusing on paid ads, we don't care too much about SEO, even though we do, but these content tabs, these articles will be very good for us to create trinities from, ad groups, thematic ad groups, keywords, ads, and then this landing page. So everything will be sort of uniform, will be just one unique flow. And you can see here, this is the last part of the article. The 3 articles that I linked that I asked to link are actually here. And one important thing is also to create an image here. I asked ChatGPT, DALL-E to create an image. Of course, this is a bit too much. There's a bit too small in my opinion, but you see the point. Will be even better if you have your own images, your own picture. If you are, of course, into the mold business, you can you can show your pictures, removing stuff, and so forth.